brief visualization, as I was saying, to explore your worthy self-image at this time. So I will guide you in this visualization. And after we finish our visualization, we are going to actually set our smart actions so that we can achieve our worthy goals. I'm going to guide you through it as well, because there is a system that has 7 steps for you to achieve the actions that you want to. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I will guide you through that. After that, we are going to invite a very special guest, Maria, who is going to join us, and she's going to speak about taking sustainable actions towards our goals. So Maria is a very good example of someone who has a worthy goal, and she's very good at taking sustainable actions, because one thing is to take any sorts of actions or like just working hard. And then another type is just having fun and being more sustainable in our goal achievement. So Maria is going to speak about that. Because many of you mentioned on day 1 and day 2 that you sometimes feel overwhelmed when you have too many things to focus on and then you don't know what to focus on. And then, of course, after that, we will mention ways how you can work with us, or how you can implement even in more depth and detail whatever we learn here in this workshop, and how you can achieve your goals effortlessly and joyfully so that you have fun on this journey. And we are going to speak about different ways how we could work together even beyond this workshop, because we try to cover as much as possible in these 3 days, but it's just 3 days. We need a little bit more to go even more into depth. And of course, there will be a Q&A at the end, and throughout the whole session and workshop today, you can ask any questions that you have, and I will do my best to answer as many of them as possible. So again, this was day 1, day 2, day 3. Day 3 today is goal achieving process, because we already know what our purpose aligned goals are. Now we are going to look at how we can achieve them actually today. As we had it yesterday and the day before yesterday, we have day 3 show up bonuses. So again, those of you who will stay till the end, I will share with you day 3 presentation slides. So it's the slides from this session, and also a goal achieving process exercise. So there is exercise step by step, everything summarized for you, even with a short video when I go through these steps, so that you know in the future how to always set smart actions, goals, smart actions, towards your goals. So that's what I will share with you towards the end. And of course, we are going to have as well a prize, just because you will stay here till the end, and I will ask you a question. My team was a little bit blaming me for asking very simple questions on day 1 and day 2. Well, I will try to do my best to ask more difficult questions today, but we will see how difficult it will be. But I will ask you a question which will be related to the workshop again. So if you pay attention and if you're really present here, you will know the answer. And the one who will answer the question the fastest in the chat box will win a personalized 30-minute feedback session with me, where I will help you implement everything you learn here and customize to your situation. We already had a session with the winner from day 1 today, and I think it was a very productive session where everything was actually implemented in their particular situation. So, and the next one is going to be $20 Amazon voucher, so that you can buy something nice and enjoy it as well. That will be the prize for the one who guesses the question right. Great. Let me see your comments and questions. So some of you were commenting with your worthy goals, which is amazing. Great. If you are just joining and you attended day 1, day 2, please comment with your worthy goal, with your goal that you defined yesterday. Great. Nice. So yes, Marlene was the one who had a session with me today. I'm happy you found the priceless, Marlene. Great. So day 1, day 2 revision for everybody. I think this will be very beneficial, not just for those of you who hasn't been here. So what we spoke about in these 2 days, I think can be summarized in this 1 page. So we spoke about how to set purpose-aligned goals. By looking at what is important to you, it has to be connected to your core values and with your purpose. And these are the desires that you have. Out of many desires that we help you bring to the surface of your conscious mind, you had to choose a goal. So we basically strategized those desires and we turned them into a goal. And that goal is, of course, purpose aligned. So it's a holistic approach to goal achieving. And for you to achieve that goal, and this is the session about today, it's by taking smart actions. So smart actions meaning actions which are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bounded. And this is what we are going to speak about today, how you can actually set such actions towards your goal achievement. And one thing that we discussed as well yesterday, for your worthy goal to actually be nurtured and to even survive, you need these 4 components. And that was actually the question from yesterday. So you need the feeling, you need to feel why is that important to you. You need the faith, right? So you need to believe that that goal is possible to achieve and that you can achieve it. Then you need focus. So you cannot have like 20 goals for 2024. We decided that you can only have 1 to 3 goals if you want to focus on them really systematically and if you want to have space in your life and day to actually achieve them. And we mentioned as well framework. And part of the framework is actually what systems I have in place or structure or support that I can make this worthy goal part of my day in an effective and joyful way. So it's not overwhelming, right? But it's part of your day. And about the framework, we will actually continue speaking today as well, because it's smart actions, how you can take them in a sustainable way. Any questions about this so far, like, or maybe new aha moments, or maybe comments, or anything else you would like to add to this, or maybe ask at this point before we continue with the next part? Anybody? Great. So no questions so far. That's good. We mentioned yesterday as well, and I just want to start with this because we are going to do visualization in just maybe less than 5 minutes. And as part of that visualization, I'm going to help you tap in or step in the self-image of your worthy goal. So who are you when you achieve your worthy goal? How do you think, feel, and act as the person who achieved your worthy goal? And that's what we are going to step in that visualization. I'm going to help you with that. And when we spoke about self-image, this was the question I asked you yesterday. What kind of self-image do I want to build around my top worthy goal? When we speak about self-image, is everything or the way we see ourselves. So it's the way we think about ourselves, or even the way we think about our habits, or even what habits we have, the way we think and feel about money. How do we make decisions? How do we think about leadership or delegation? How do we feel and think about entrepreneurship, social media, marketing, and selling? And there are different areas depending on your worthy goal. So because your worthy goals were slightly different, you may have identified different areas where you may need to make changes for you to actually get to your worthy goal. And I was speaking about this actually, and I just wanted to remind you that if you decide what worthy goal you have today, for example, that's just in your conscious mind, right? So even if you want to take action on it, whatever your worthy goal is, it will give you just 5% of results. However, if you want to have like 100% results, you need to make sure your subconscious mind is convinced about your goal and your subconscious mind is programmed in the right way. Because in your subconscious mind, there is where your beliefs and self-image is. And the self-image then, if you change your self-image or upgrade your self-image to the level of your worthy goal, then your actions will just follow whatever is part of that self-image or beliefs that you create, right? And then you will see different results. So that's why we spoke yesterday for you to identify 3 top qualities of your self-image that will be aligned with your worthy goal. And those three qualities were something you should focus on. You may have identified many more qualities, but you cannot focus on too many areas of your life or parts of your areas of your life at the same time. So that's why three top qualities should be enough. And I was mentioning to you my examples. So when I decided to go for 30,000 per month as an educator and helping at least 100 psychologists from my niche, that was my goal. So when I went for that goal, the three top qualities or kind of parts of my self-image that I identified that I needed to change or work on was, first one was around my daily routine. So I decided that I will wake up every morning at 7 a.m. and have 1 hour of mindset routine so that I'm ready, present, and radiant for the coaching sessions with my clients. That was the first quality. The second one was around money, around passive income, because I didn't quite believe I'm worth having passive income. So the quality I wanted to work on was I am a magnet to passive income and I attract an abundance of money from all sources. So money comes easily to me. That was the second quality I was of my self-image, new self-image I was working on. And the third one was because I was quite overworked and overwhelmed at that time, working on all those tasks by myself. I decided that the Steffi, with her worthy goal, would have a team of people who would help her. So I had to change my mindset, my mind around a team. I had to start trusting that other people can actually help me. And the quality I was working on was that I have a team of people who help me with my business so that I can only focus on the most important tasks in my business, which is serving my clients. So these were the top three qualities for me. Now, for you, it may be something else. And that was how we finish our day 2. I made you think about these three top qualities, and you even had to take a selfie. I saw a few of them, but not too many. So I would love to encourage you, if you haven't done that task, it's very important. Because again, if you just have that goal and you start taking action, you may not see the results you want to see that quickly, and maybe it will seem like hard work. However, if you persuade your subconscious mind by changing some parts of your self-image first, and then you take action, it's going to be easier for you. So if I, for example, back then would have just said, okay, I'm waking up at 7 a.m. every morning, just like that, it would have been hard for me because I didn't have that routine. I was waking up at different times of the day as a digital nomad. But when I said in that kind of one sentence that I created that I wake up every morning at 7 a.m. and I have 1 hour of mindset so that I can be radiant and present in my coaching sessions with my clients. So actually, I convinced my subconscious mind that I'm radiant and present with this strong presence in my coaching sessions. And then when the subconscious mind was already more convinced, it was easier and easier for me to wake up at 7 a.m. every morning. And as an example for you might be if you, let's say, are a teacher entrepreneur and you will need to be sending connection messages to your potential clients. If you just say, okay, I will send 20 connection messages to my clients, you may find it hard following if it's not supported with that part that will actually encourage your subconscious mind to feel convinced. So, for example, if you say, I easily and joyfully send 20 connection messages to the people from my niche because I'm a leader in my field and I only attract people who are ready to work with me, for example. Okay, so this is the quality of you being a leader and attracting people who are ready to work with you. So if with this energy you send those 20 messages to your potential clients or students on different social media, it's going to be so much easier and you will achieve whatever you need to achieve much more easily and with much more fun. Good. This was a revision of day 1 and day 2. Do we have any questions at this point? Because we are going to move to this visualization. So again, you will need to be relaxed and I will just put you to that visualization. Great. So I'm just reading your comments. Thank you, David. Yes, I created different mantras that were helping me. to achieve my goals. Good. Nice. So who is ready for visualization? You can raise your hands or say me. Yes, me, visualization. Okay, great, you are. So you remember from yesterday, you just need to trust the process. It will take around 10 minutes. It will be slightly shorter than the one from yesterday. Great. So I can see people are ready. Fantastic. Now, this visualization is going to be around your worthy self-image. So it's the self-image, your kind of future self-image, which is aligned with your worthy goal, who you need to become for you to achieve this worthy goal. And we will tap on smart actions as well. Okay, good. So I want you to sit down. If you are not sitting, just sit down and sit straight with your hands on your lap and try to just focus on your breath. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. The only thing you need to do right now is just focus on your breath. You breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in again. And when the breath is ready, you breathe out. You feel relaxed and light. You feel at peace. Now, when you feel relaxed, you are ready to enter a space where everything is possible. So what's happening? You start walking and you see a bright light again. Although your eyes are closed, this bright light is coming through your eyelids. And you go forward. You are in the same field as you were yesterday. It's a green field, so a field with a lot of green grass. And this grass is everywhere around you. You're walking bare feet, so you can sense this grass. And it just makes you happy. You're joyful. You're just freely walking in this grass. There is a blue sky and the sun is shining. You breathe in and breathe out the fresh air which is everywhere around you. You feel so lucky and blessed and present and joyful because you know this is a space where sky is the limit. So you go forward and then you see a big sign saying, "My worthy goal." As you enter this space, you just observe what is happening with your senses, with your eyes, ears, nose. What is happening in this worthy goal that you set for yourself? Where are you? What are you doing? Who you are with? How does it feel to be there in that worthy goal reality? What are you doing? Now I want you to tune in yourself, actually. You as a person. How do you see yourself in this worthy goal reality? How do you think about yourself? And how do you feel about yourself? Anything that comes to you, just accept it and be happy. How does it feel in this goal, worthy goal where everything is possible. Now, what does your day look like? From when you wake up till when you go to bed? What does your ideal day of a worthy goal reality look like? How many hours are you working? What are you working on? How much impact are you making? What is your relationship with money in this ideal day? How do you make decisions? How do you think about the tasks you need to follow? What are your working conditions again? How confident do you feel about yourself? What else do you feel in that ideal day of your worthy goal reality when you look at yourself? What thoughts are you having? If everything is possible in that worthy goal reality, who are you working with? What are you doing? What actions are you taking every day? What habits are you having? What systems do you have in place? When you finish your day, how do you celebrate your progress? Now, when you are in this scene, I want you to distance yourself from actually yourself and just to observe yourself. So you're not just now in your body, you're observing yourself. And you're trying to figure out what steps you needed to do to come where you are right now in this ideal vertical reality. So what steps or what changes have you had to make to get where you are? If you're trying to connect all the dots backwards, looking backwards, you don't have to analyze or overanalyze. Just intuitively see what steps and changes have you had to make to get where you are. Now I want you to come back to your day, your ideal day of your worthy goal reality. And I want you to be doing all these actions that you do every day in a joyful way. You do them joyfully. You do them effectively. What would it look for you like if you had to do them effectively and joyfully? How would you do those actions and maybe even follow those habits that a person with your worthy goal would do? Again, tune into yourself now again and feel yourself and the energy you have when you are at the level of your worthy goal. How does it feel to be you? How does it feel? And take snapshots because you want to remember this feeling forever. This feeling is going to guide you when you will go through your days towards your goal achievement. Again, how does it feel? Take a snapshot again. Take a snapshot of the best possible energy that you can be in as a human being while having this goal accomplished. And take that feeling with you in a snapshot, which is a future memory from your worthy goal. And this memory is going to guide you. So when you have that snapshot, you can move forward again. And you can just say to yourself, this is a field, this is a space where I can always come for more inspiration, for more sky's the limit ideas. It's my safe space. It's my empowering space. And remember that space because you can always come back there. Now, when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to your, wherever you are, to your chairs, to your sofas, to your, anywhere you are sitting right now. I want you to come back and slowly come back and share with us how this felt. What have you noticed? And how did you enjoy being the higher version of yourself? You can comment what have you noticed? And how did you enjoy being the higher version of yourself? So who is here still in that visualization in that green field and who is not back? Helena is saying, I felt so relaxed. When I did this visualization, actually a coach did it for me. I didn't want to come back, so I felt his voice annoying. I just wanted to stay there longer. So I hope you don't feel the same way. Great. I'm so happy you found it powerful and that you have much more clarity, David. Great. Yes, Derek, I loved it and I can't wait for it to be my reality. Now, if you repeat this process even by yourself, you don't have to do it every day, but even if you do it once a month, once a week, or even maybe every day, but these quick snapshots that you took from today, this should be enough to connect you with that reality. And then our brain will have hard time distinguishing, is this a reality? Is this the future, present, or what it is? And this is the best stage to get to. So that's why the more we connect with the reality of our worthy goal, the more real it looks to our brain. That's what we want. So I'm happy to hear that. So peaceful and grateful from Joanne. Peaceful, confident, and accomplished from Joe. Nice. Rose, calm, confident, energized. Rizwana, exercise, reading, writing, and researching towards my worthy goal. Open space and thinking clearly. These are good takeaways. Helena really enjoyed the higher version of herself. It was great from Antonio. I felt so relaxed and I see myself being an accomplished expert in my field. This is so good, Antonio. Jane, relieved, no depth. Able to focus on myself and others. Great. Maggie, very peaceful. Nice. Joseph, fulfilled, happy, successful. Marian got more clarity. Henriette, that's how I should feel every day. Exactly, Henriette. This is how we should feel every day. So you know this phrase, feeling is the secret. So the fact that we connect and we imagine those scenes from our worthy goal, it doesn't mean they will happen exactly the same way. Very few scenes from my worthy goals happen exactly the same way. It didn't. It happened a little bit differently, but those scenes are good for us to connect with that and to give us feeling. So whatever gives you the best feeling about yourself, about your worthy goal, about the world around you, imagine that, whatever that is about your worthy goal. And then as you go, you may accomplish the very same thing, or maybe similar or quite different, but the feeling matters. So that's very important. Yes, great. Una, so grateful to finally find the freedom of my true Europe and so proud. Nice. Cindy is calm, centered, and clear. Uh, Elmarie is all very calm, feeling ready to be open and move with purpose. Great. Nice. And Anne-Marie is saying, I imagine myself wearing glamorous clothing that attracts people's attention. I know that's one of your confidence tricks, Steffi. Yes, I do have different confidence tricks. But yeah, this is a very good point. So whatever is going to give you more feeling and more kind of authenticity, like this is me, just do it. Just use it in your visualization. It's very important. Great. Thank you so much for sharing this, all of you. Now, what I want to do, now we are ready, I want you to write 3 things that you will do immediately to reach your worthy goal. Now, we will do and follow special framework for goal achievement, but now because you work with your intuition and a lot of things came to the surface, and maybe you got inspired about some actions, what will be 3 things you will do immediately? I'm not saying just these 3 things will get you your worthy goal, but they will move you towards your worthy goal. So what are 3 immediate things you will do around your worthy goal? When I say immediate, I mean today. I mean today, or maybe at least 1 or 2 today, and the third one tomorrow. So I'm going to read your comments. Immediately, yes. It means something, it can be something very small. So for example, if you imagine yourself being an entrepreneur, maybe the immediate action will be just to go and read something about entrepreneurship or teaching entrepreneurship on Google, or maybe some other websites or some other parts or groups, right? Or platforms. Or if, let's say, for example, you would like to publish a book, then maybe the immediate action will be to think about the potential title for the book. I know that comes sometimes at the end, or maybe the outline in 1 or 2 sentences, what that would be about. Or if, for example, you want to, your goal is to become really a better educator for your students, then maybe your immediate action will be to think about what could be the first program I could create for them. So something related to your goal that you can do immediately, and it's nothing complicated and it's nothing big, it's something small. So I can already see being more consistent and get a VA. So get a VA is a really good one. So get a VA, it's immediate action. So maybe Maggie's steps would be to go to websites like Fiverr or Upwork and look for virtual assistants there. Rose is saying, finish the document I was working on. So I finished that work for the day. Fantastic. Great. David sent out my irresistible offer to my previous and potential clients. Exactly. That's what I meant. Something you can do immediately and it's specific. Set up a separate space, Larissa is saying. Dress up in the morning. Great. That was actually mine as well. Immediate action after one of those exercises. And organize my thoughts. Okay, fantastic. Henry, a 21-day challenge. Great. Structured routine so that I can actually sleep and spend time with family and work less. Yes. So very good. And work less. So try to be as specific as possible so that you will know you achieved it. So when it means work less, maybe meaning instead of 8 hours tomorrow that you usually work, you will work 7 hours. Or maybe it will mean that you will have some free time activity. So try to be specific. The first part is specific, 21-day challenge. But then structured routine, what does it mean? That you will decide, I want to wake up at 7 and go to bed at 10 or 11, okay? It needs to be specific. Study my best approach. Yes, very good. That's from Joseph. Rizwana was researching, analyzing, and writing. That's good. So these are kind of ideas, but specifically, research what? Maybe spend 10 minutes researching how I can write a book, or then analyze my assignment or whatever in 10 minutes, or 2 pages of my assignment. So be specific with these 3 things you can do immediately, because if you're not specific, your brain will not know what to support you with. Send DMs every day from Ilse. This is very specific and immediate. Exercise and walk tonight. Perfect, exactly. And go to sleep on time to have a fresh and productive morning. Great. So I guess Ilse knows what on time means because it can mean different things. But for Ilse, I'm sure she's clear about it. Very good. Very good examples. Daniel is saying, get familiar with the content of the topic I need to focus on for teaching. Fantastic. Great. Dress up. Yes, it's great to get in work mode. Exactly, Rose. I will make a video from T. Fantastic. Kenny, create framework for digital course, learn about suitable software, organize material. Yes, great. So I guess you know which material and everything. Fantastic. These are exactly the actions we want you to, I want you to think about and to do. Joanne, do 2 inner circle training videos until completed. Fantastic, very specific and clear. Anne-Marie read first 3 pages of $1 million offer. Love that. Love that. And sometimes your actions can be just very, very small. And actually, that when you start doing it, you will read maybe 4 pages or 5 or 6 instead of 3. But it should be something that you can actually easily achieve. So, for example, even Joanne, if you want to split it into more tasks, when you said do 20, sorry, it was actually I'm not sure who it was now. The inner circle, yes, Joanne. 2 inner circle training videos. So maybe you can even say, watch this video, then this video, and this video. So it's very specific and it's a kind of split into smaller steps. Yes, great. Great, great, great. For example, for Peter, repeat day 2 visualization. Go to bed by 11 to take advantage of the following day. Amazing. And create 1 new page of my first digital product. Very, very clear, very specific. Love that. Create a content list for Shamila. Fantastic. Read the book Limitless to learn the power of our brain. Great. I'm going to read that book as well, Antonio. Thank you so much for the tip. And Derek, add this to my to-do list for tomorrow. Content creation schedule and routine. And then after the workshop, watch a video, listen a podcast on good entrepreneurial habits. While watching, listening and do 45 minutes of exercise, bike exercise. Okay, great. These are very specific. Nice. And thank you so much, Antonio, for the tips. So now we are clear. These are the 3 things you will do. And believe me, when you do what you say you will do, that's another quality I adopted myself. Not always in the past, I did what I said I would do. And then I would feel disappointed, because if you disappoint yourself many times, you just don't trust yourself anymore. And now I adopted a quality or part of my self-image is like, whatever I say I will do, I will do. And unless it's really kind of like, there is some kind of big problem or challenge or it's impossible to do it, then I will admit I cannot do it. It's not in my competence to do it. But usually what I say I will do, I do. And that's something I adopted. It was not part of my self-image before, but I learned like as an entrepreneur and business owner, I have to follow my word. Whatever I say, I will do. So if you say now to everyone here, you will do these 3 tasks, you will have to do them. So who here is committed? That yes, you will do those tasks because we are going to hold you accountable. Yes, Joanne. Joanne, yes. Maria as well. Antonio, Elmarie, Rose, Kenny, Derek, Maggie, Peter. Great. So I have a lot of commitment. Great. I can see a lot of commitment. Nice. Now, we are going to continue. There is a goal-achieving SMART Actions Plan framework. So basically, what is it about? We are going to create a plan. Now, I will tell you more about this plan, and it's not a plan that will never need to be changed. This is the initial plan. So when we have a goal, we start with a plan. And of course, then we will see if this plan works or not, and we can always assess that plan and change it. But now I will guide you through 7 steps, how you can decide on the actions, smart actions that you need to take every day. And smart actions, again, is something which is specific, measurable, achievable, or actionable, realistic, and time-bounded. Okay, so it looks something like this. I hope you don't feel overwhelmed, or if you do so, that's okay as well. So what I'm trying to say by this is like everything is summarized in this framework or in this picture. Let me just move to the next page so that you can see it even better. Now, What I'm trying to show you with this picture, I guess your first attention came to smart actions because it's the biggies, right? Then is the project, then is next milestone, then is worthy goal, then is vision and purpose. And the vision and purpose is the smallest. Why? Because this is the 40s, and your vision and purpose you will be following your whole life. So your vision should be always bigger than any of the goals that you have, because you should be never finished with your vision in a way. Like there can be always done more around your vision and purpose. Then, because vision is something like, for example, my vision is for teaching being associated with respect, prestige, and prosperity. So this is a noble vision to have, but then I need to have a worthy goal around that vision, which means like the first base camp towards my Mount Everest vision, let's say, okay? Then that's worthy goal. Then for you to get to your worthy goal, there are milestones that you need to set for yourself, okay? And then each milestone, I will go through it in detail in just a few seconds, but when you have a milestone, there may be different projects. So for example, the worthy goal could be, I want to be earning 10,000 as an educator every month, right? Teaching English to my niche, okay? So that would be your worthy goal. The next milestone could be, for example, I want to get my proof of concept, meaning I want to have business foundation that this niche is working and I know who I'm helping, how I'm helping them, and I have a clear curriculum to follow. Let's say that would be the next milestone, okay? And for you to get to this next milestone, which is your proof of concept, like business foundation, right? You will have different projects. So there may be projects around marketing, like you will be sending messages to your potential clients. Then there will be projects about sales, where you will be working on your offer, how you present your curriculum or your potential curriculum to your potential clients, or how you will even go through the sales call when you will be presenting this curriculum to your potential clients. Okay, so there will be that project, let's say. There will be another project about your branding, or another project about your systems that you will need to have as an entrepreneur. There will be different projects you will work on as part of your goal, a next milestone, sorry. And of course, for each project, you will have to follow smart actions. So specific actions to do that you can measure very easily. This can be simplified. Some of you may feel, I don't need projects and next milestone and worthy goal. My worthy goal is clear, and I know by taking these smart actions or certain actions and doing certain habits, I can get there. And that's fine. I will give you my examples, what my worthy goal is next milestone, so that I can show you that for me, it would be very hard to get to my worthy goal by just following just daily actions. So I find it helpful when I have the next milestone, which is something smaller. It's not that overwhelming as the worthy goal and that's scary. Anybody has any questions at this point before I continue step by step when it comes to this approach? Okay, any questions, any comments? Just say yes or no so that I know I can move, because I don't want to be fast in explanation of these concepts and I don't want to be slow either. So you need to tell me you can move on, or it's all good, or I have questions. Yes, great. Yes, I can move on. Okay, great. So let's just do that together. We will do it together. Okay, so Smart Action Plan Framework, step 1. Now, step 1 will be for you, if you you already know, I guess most of you already know what your worthy goal is. If not, you need to define it. So the step 1 is connect with your worthy goal. That's what you always need to do. And you already trust yourself that when you define your worthy goal, it's connected to your purpose and to your vision. So you don't need to be double checking, is this soul-based or ego-based goal? Every time. Sometimes it may turn to a goal that you don't want anymore, but that's okay. But you already trust yourself that it's a purpose-aligned worthy goal. You connect with it. So my purpose-aligned worthy goal, I already mentioned it yesterday, is this one. That I have empowered over 50 educators in achieving their worthy goals. And I feel joyful and fulfilled because I'm using my potential to empower others in exploring their potential, leading to a happier life. That's truly why I am going for this goal, because that's how it makes me feel and why is it important to me. I love exploring my potential and helping others to explore their potential. So this is what I connect with, okay? Then the next step, and you do the same with your worthy goal. So now connect with your worthy goal. Okay, I want you to be connected to your worthy goal. What do you actually want? And we already spoke about it before, okay? Now, the step number 2 will be intuitively. Now, the word intuitively is very important. Pinpoint your next milestone. So for me, helping 50 educators achieve their worthy goals is a great goal to have, but it's like, and how I'm going to do, like, what is the next kind of still giant step, but a little bit smaller than like helping 50 educators achieve their worthy goals. And that's why when I asked this question to myself, the answer was this. This is my next milestone, which is create and deliver a mindset program with 8 modules for at least 30 educators. And I put a time there. You don't have to put a time for your milestone, but sometimes it's good to put it depending on your personal circumstances. So it's by the end of June. And this program will help them master the mindset needed in achieving their goals. Because this 3-day workshop is great, but it's not enough for you to achieve your goals because there will be a lot of challenges and obstacles. And I feel like there is a need for more. So I would like to create a mindset program with 8 modules for at least 30 educators. And this milestone will help me get to my worthy goal, which is having at least 50 educators sharing that, Steffi, I've achieved my worthy goal and I'm so proud of myself. So this is the next milestone. Now, what is it for you? When you think about your worthy goal, what is the next kind of maybe biggest or the next kind of base camp towards your worthy goal or next giant step? Or maybe you can even say, yeah, did you know that it's not as big, but it's something that it's kind of split into smaller parts or components, what it would be for you. Now, I would like to hear it. What would be your next milestone? If you can just comment in the chat box. Yes, some people are saying time limit is helpful. Yes, I think it is, depending what a milestone is about. But I like when there is the time, because then I will know by the end of June, I would like to have this mindset program ready with 8 modules. So I will always think about it, like what these 8 modules are about and how can I find those 30 educators I can share it with. Is this milestone halfway or closer in time? This is really individual, Peter. For me, I feel like I'm just kind of like roughly judging my journey towards my goal. It is maybe, this will be 20% of the journey for me, or like 20%. So like 1/5, I would say. This is rough estimate. I have no idea. Maybe if I create that program, maybe I will have 100 educators who will want to do this program with me, mindset program. And if they implement everything, maybe after a few months, there will be 50 who will share, Steffi, I've achieved my worthy goal, meaning that I'm just roughly, this is a rough estimate, okay? Maggie is saying, my course is complete, just don't know how to go about it. So, so Maggie, what would be your next milestone when you say your course is complete, how to go about it? So your next milestone would be maybe to find 3 clients to share this program with. Una is saying, get help with creating a better, excellent curriculum for legal English. Okay, so get help with creating a better, excellent curriculum for legal English. Great. So basically your next milestone feels, I'm not sure if this is a task to find someone who will help you with that, or to have a ready curriculum. So I think the next milestone, Una, could be have a ready curriculum, and I don't know, let's say of 10 modules or 10-week curriculum for legal English. That would be, for me, looking at this, the next milestone for you. So Kenny is saying, create digital course, help 30 students learn engineering English. Yes, this is great. Great. This is very good, Kenny. Very good example of your next milestone. And yes, Maggie, to launch it. So yes, you have the course just to launch it. And when you launch something, so do you want this to be your milestone, or to launch it and sell it to at least 5 people or 10 people? So it depends on you guys. You decide how you want to challenge yourselves. Okay, you know how much you want to achieve, as part of this first milestone. For Una is create a landing page video. Okay. So one thing is the milestone, and then we have projects as well. I will mention that because some of them sound to me like projects, but we will cover it just in a few seconds. Larissa is saying create a 7-day passive income course that is an introduction to my offering by the end of March. Brilliant. With 20 participants, even better, Larissa. I will help people upgrade to the next longer passive offering or one-on-one offering. Great. So that even kind of next step, but this is great. 7-day passive income course by the end of March, 20 participants. Fantastic. Very good next milestone, Larissa. Donna, create low-ticket digital program to target my niche to get one-to-one clients. Amazing, amazing. If you can even know the name of the program maybe and how many modules it has, it's even more specific. But at the same time, we need to be flexible because I said 8 modules for my mindset program, but as I do it, I may find out 6 modules are enough, or 3 modules, or maybe 10 modules. But I kind of rough estimate, but this is great already, Donna. Joseph, convince potential employer that I can deliver. So how can you convince them? What will be the sign of it? So it can be a good milestone, but what can be a sign that you have convinced them? Derek, by the third week of February, I have a clear strategy for 2024 for achieving good results with my low ticket offer. Brilliant. Yeah, very good milestone, Derek. Peter, getting my first sales of my digital product. Is it too small? For some people, it's not. Depending at what stage you are, Peter, I think it's good enough because you need to get your first sale that can be milestone. So even when we work with teacher entrepreneurs as part of our 21-day challenge, the milestones we have, number 1, you finish the course. Number 2, you adopt 6 habits. Number 3, you get your first clients. Number 4, you get 3 clients. So probably there are smaller milestones, but I feel like it's better because you have this good feeling like I achieved my first milestone, my second, my third. If you're somebody who really likes bigger milestones to have, then you can say 3 sales, 5, 10. But I like it as it is right now. Great. Anne-Marie, my first milestone is to have a completed 12-week coaching program called the Impactful Coach. My niche is Spanish-speaking transformational coaches. Yes, I have all the curriculum and materials polished and ready to implement for live one-on-one clients. The next step is to adapt it to small groups that are also live. Fantastic. And if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, by when would you like to have this first milestone accomplished, Anne-Marie? Cindy, outline presentation of 20 to 30 minutes as a demo for niche teachers or niche or targets. Great, Cindy. Yes, 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 yes. Good. It can be a good one. I think it may be more a project, maybe more a project. When I show you the next step, some of you may think, okay, this is better a project. It's not a milestone. Yes, I will share that with you, Anne-Marie, just in a few seconds. Shared on my examples, okay? Good. And Ilse is sharing, by the end of May, I attract 12 new one-on-one coaching clients or more and fine-tune my real estate English communication program for real estate sales pros of 10 weeks and create 3 mini programs from the program pillars. Have an outline for my first digital product by mid-June. Okay, great. So these are more, I would say, milestones, probably. What will be the closest milestone for you, Ilse? The closest one. So this is a milestone for me, okay? Now, step 3, let me just continue, and then I can come back to some of those. Strategize projects for reaching your milestone. So again, my milestone, next one is 8 modules of mindset for 30 educators by June. That's the milestone. The projects, there are different projects. One of them is what I'm doing. I'm focusing on really improving 21-day challenge, where actually teacher entrepreneurs start their niche teaching journey. Then I'm working on some courses with some of our clients who are in our inner circle. And another project I've had, which is part of this, is to have a free 3-day mindset workshop on goal setting. So this is just one of the projects that will help me get to this 8-module what is it, mindset course for educators. And I'm just doing it right now, right? I'm executing my project right now with you. So that's that's kind of the difference. So the milestone, the way I see it, is still scary. It still has these components of the worthy, little bit scary goal, but not as scary or not as big. So like helping 50 educators achieve their worthy goals by them saying, Steffi, I achieved it. I think it's quite big and ambitious, very ambitious. And right now, I don't know if I don't have full clarity how I can get there. Now, when I think about the milestone, I feel a little bit less scared and a little bit more relaxed, but still like, okay, 8 module mindset program for 30 educators who will join it. So it's still scary, but not as scary. And our projects are actually areas you need to work on towards achieving that next milestone. Okay, so that's how I would explain it. These are the projects, these are areas, but projects are not tasks, like smart tasks. This is just the area. And I gave you, I guess, quite a good example with a teacher entrepreneur who wants to have 10K every month. So their good milestone would be to just have my proof of concept that this is working. That's a milestone. It's still scary to get business foundation of your business. It was scary for me when I was starting. And the projects you need to work on is marketing, selling, branding, clients delivery, systems, different projects. And then there will be different tasks in those projects. And sometimes you will not do all these projects at the same time. Right? So that's why we don't recommend clients to work on their branding if they don't even have business foundation ready, and things like that. So you will need to strategize those projects, okay? So right now, I'm not focusing that much on other projects because I mentioned to you 21-day challenge and other things. I'm focusing mainly now on this free 3-day mindset workshop. When this is finished today, tomorrow, my project is already different. I will focus more on 21-day challenge and then on mastermind and different aspects that we work on at Bowie. So these are projects. Any questions about this? And maybe do you know what your projects you work on right now are? Anybody who would like to share that? It's okay if you're not clear right now. You will have these tips anyway. If you stay till the end, you will have the worksheet where you will have these steps summarized in the worksheet. And maybe we can continue with the next step. Maybe you will have a little bit more clarity. And for some of you, you may just feel, I just need my next milestone, and then I need to know what actions to take. But I feel like for me, these projects are very helpful, kind of helping me. Excellent. So Daniel is saying, I'm not ready to start, but I want to come back to all of this when I am. Great. Joseph Marketing, that's the project Joseph works on. Fantastic. Ilse create posting plan and finish GM strategy and approach within next 2 weeks. Fantastic, Ilse, exactly. Posting plan for Ilse. Henriette, working on a few Bowie courses as preparation. Great, that's a good project. Yeah, exactly. Katia, update my digital course and finish the landing page. Next step, marketing. Yes, great, Katia. Joe, creating a free sample lesson for new potential students. Exactly. So this is a project. And now when we move to the next step, every project has tasks you need to work on. Now, let me just share that with you. So decide, step number 4, decide what smart actions you will take each day or week for project execution. I'm a big fan of taking 3 to 5 smart actions or like priorities for the week. Of course, I do much more than just that, but I say like even if I only had to do these 3 to 5 things a week and nothing else, my week would already be kind of good enough and accomplished. So that's my approach. I have 3 to 5 priorities for the week. That's what I do. Now, I'm just giving you example because I'm also part of a coaching group where actually other people hold me accountable. And these are my priorities before this workshop. So one of them was keep developing the habit of reading mindset books for at least 1 hour every day. Because if I'm a mindset coach, I need to be more knowledgeable and really have this general knowledge about different approaches. So this is all related to my vision, to my worthy goal, to my next milestone, right? These priorities, but they are specific. So you can measure them. 1 hour every day mindset books, and I've got quite a few of them. Number 2 is finalize the mindset workshop, which is this one, agenda, slides, activity, so that it's at least 70% ready to be delivered. That was actually 2 weeks ago. So yes, and then number 3, go live from my booked apartment in French Riviera And in this live video, I will share some mindset value and invite people to this mindset workshop in January. So you see, all these priorities are around my current project. So my current project was free mindset workshop for educators, which is happening right now. So the priorities for the week were almost all of them, or at least 80% of them, related to this project. Any questions here? And if you have any questions, please ask. If not, what are your SMART actions? You already defined some of them after the visualization, but what comes to you right now as part of your project that you want to achieve? What is the next action that you want to take, or step that you want to take? Yes, thank you so much, Sonia, for explaining that. Yes, SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. Elmar is saying milestone is to have all educators know what their mindset should be for when they have completed studies. Great. What the actions are. So Henry, this curriculum, um, what actions are you going to take? At least one action as part of your project. And if you feel you don't know what projects you have towards your next milestone. Brand digital course for Kenny. Great. Anybody else? What is your next step or priority? Define which goal to go for first, as I have so many ideas and projects. Brilliant, Rose. Good. A very good one. So you will know that this action is completed if you have a clear goal. And it's good as well. So for the worthy goal, I don't really give them a deadline, although you can have deadline for fun, but I'm very flexible with my deadlines for worthy goals. I'm a little bit less flexible with my milestones. I'm still quite flexible, but less flexible. And then with my project, I'm pretty strict, and I'm definitely very diligent, rigorous, strict, super strict about my SMART actions. Probably, I don't know, in the last 6 months, there was just maybe one or two SMART actions. So I have 3 to 5 actions per week that I haven't achieved, but I had a valid reason because I didn't set them right. They were not really SMART actions. And once I was sick, so I couldn't do that. My body didn't allow me to do what I wanted to do. And that was actually going live from French Riviera because I was sick. I am very strict with these SMART actions. Like, this is when I develop the quality that whatever I say, I will do. And this is exactly the space where I do it with SMART actions. Whatever I say I will do it. So that's how I would say it. Now, Simone is saying, complete the participant email automation for challenge. Yep, that's a very, sounds like a priority, sounds very specific as well. Research competition to get ideas from Peter. Fantastic. Yes, so Joe is saying, I spent the last few months working on mindset every day, and it built a more consistency and sustainable action for healthy habits. Being able to be consistent with our daily actions really makes a huge difference with achieving our goals. Exactly. So I find it actually quite easy to achieve goals, but I guess because I developed this quality of like, I do what I say I will do. And the SMART actions actually give you the momentum that if I follow what I said I would do, and if I really complete it, it actually brings me closer to my worthy goal. And then I feel more confident about just doing whatever I say I will do. And I have a better energy then, and I'm more motivated that, yes, this is working. I can see progress. So I agree with you, Joe, here. Ilse designed the outline for 2 webinars in February, go live at the end of February or beginning of March. Fantastic. Great, 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 Ilse. And yes, the SMART actions developed benefits for students. Yes. So even our students, when we teach them how to do SMART actions around learning a language or whatever subject, then they will have benefits. So ideally, for example, some of the things that you do as one-off thing become your habits. So I want to continue with step number 5 because they are quite related. So as you can see here, my one priority, it says here, keep developing the habit of reading mindset books for at least 1 hour every day. So that was the priority for the week, but then it becomes a habit, right? So step number 5, Oh, sorry, it was quite small. This is bigger. Step number 5 is cultivate habits and systems that align with your worthy goals. So this is very important. Some of those one-off actions that you do, like me, read 1 hour of, read a book every day for 1 hour. So I've been just doing it for a few weeks, not for many months, just for a few weeks. And now it feels like it's my habit. So now I developed the habit of someone who reads mindset books every day for 1 hour. So many of the things, like for example, when you start being a niche teacher entrepreneur, we will ask you to send 25 connection messages to your potential clients or students. It will become as one-off task for the week for every day. But then that one-off task will become your habit. And then as it's your habit, it will become your system on how to find those students and how to actually sustain your business. So the idea is here, some of those one-off tasks you set as your priority for the week will become your habits. And those habits are actually the ones that will help you achieve your goals. Or a combination of habits and one-off actions, right? Good. So that's step number 5. Is there any habit? So this is my habit, read mindset books every day for this 1 hour right now that I'm developing. And again, I'm very gentle on myself. So a habit means when you're developing a habit from the beginning, it's difficult at the beginning. I did have days when I didn't read a book for 1 hour, but then on another day, I read 2 hours because I skipped one day. So when you are developing a habit for the first few weeks, it's hard. You just skip days and you just don't want to do it and you procrastinate. But when you do it long enough, it becomes a solid habit. What habits have you defined as part of your visualization and now this process that you need to develop? And that will bring you to your worthy goal. So just write it in the comments, what habits. And we have 2 more steps, and then our guest speaker, Maria, so sorry, Maria, we are a little bit behind, will be invited to speak about actually habits and actions that she takes towards her worthy goal in a sustainable way. So in probably 5 minutes, Maria, I will ask you to join us on the screen. We will just finish these steps. So what habits, guys, have you realized you need to follow so that you can achieve your worthy goal? Cindy, visualizing for 20 or 30 minutes every day. Brilliant. Ilse, DMs every day. So follow up in direct messages every day consistently. Other habits are easy. So Ilse is very good at identifying which habit is a crucial one, but she identified as well it's a hard one. So it's good, Ilse, that you know now which habit you need to focus on. Email marketing habit. Okay, but habit of what? To send emails to your potential clients or to your leads, or what exactly about that? Because a habit needs to be a little bit specific. Joanne, chunking down tasks so that they are doable when I'm working. Okay, so a habit of simplifying things. Great. Shamela, making and creating new concepts among students. Okay, so every day or every week? How regular is this habit? We need to think about this as well. Rizwana, reading regularly at least 15 minutes every day. Fantastic. Yes. Rose, using the early morning to brain dump inspiration so I'm clear to start working on task early without getting distracted. Fantastic. So how many minutes per day? Or is it like how long you want, or is it at least 5 minutes? Try to be specific about your habits. Like my habit, read mindset books every day for at least 1 hour. And now, right now, if I want to be even more specific, to be honest, right now I was just reading mindset books about goal setting. Then the next one, if I do next workshop, let's say, it will be about, let's say, emotional response. So, we can be specific with those habits, and some of them may be temporary habits, some of them may be habits for life, or they can just change slightly. Great. So Donna, I wake up at 5 a.m. to meditate, exercise, and work on sending emails to my niche. Fantastic, Donna. Well done. Jane, tidy desk and review routine and prioritize top 3. Don't allow myself to go off task in core hours. Fantastic, Jane. Very, very good. Marian, starting my day with a 30-minute visualization that will show me achieving my task for the day. I already make a list, but not always finish the task. Fantastic. And when I start any of the habits, I start it's kind of like on a smaller scale. So let's say even like when we say to entrepreneurs, send 25 connection messages to your potential clients, some of them find like this is too much to start with. Then I say to them, just send 5 every day. When you feel comfortable with that, you can send more than 5. Great. Nice, nice. Sharon, write in my journal ideas arising from visualization and reading. Great. So, so the habits are going to help you get your worthy goals. Now, step number 6 is recognize your weekly wins and lessons. So this is very, very important because we may all have tendency to just say, I'm not there just yet. I'm not achieving my worthy goal. I'm not even achieving my next milestone. We all have the tendency. I sometimes have the tendency myself. So that's why it's very important in this step number 6, recognize your weekly wins and lessons, or even daily. I like to do this weekly because I'm in a group where we do it on a weekly basis. But to be honest, every day before I go to bed, I kind of review my day and very quickly. And now I'm writing it down, the things I'm grateful for and my wins. But sometimes I just do it by visualizing it. So these are my wins, for example, and I do it every week without an exception. Um, that I had last week. So many of them are related to actually the projects I'm working on, but not all of them. Some of them are personal, and some of them are career related, depending on the week. Whatever I found the most important win for the week, I just write it down. So that's something for you as well. I want to encourage you every week or every day to have a system, because this is how we are actually convincing our brain that yes, every time we are closer to our worthy goal. Because if you just look at where you are not, then it seems like something impossible. Like you don't even feel motivated, and your subconscious mind is discouraging you from going for it, because your subconscious mind wants this instant gratification. And by you celebrating the wins and lessons that you learned that week, you have that instant gratification, and that is giving enough energy or push to your subconscious mind to go forward. So yes, that's what I wanted to say here. And so some of my wins were again related to the projects, to my vision, to my purpose, to everything. Great. Let me just see if there are any comments. Ilse, yes. So the cruise is Netherlands, France, England, and Germany. So it's just 7 nights with my mom, just me and her, and we are going to have a good time together. And I'm so happy I booked that cruise ship. So this is just to acknowledge that now I'm at a stage where I'm able to actually even treat my family members and my friends to nice experiences. Whereas before, they had to pay for my flight tickets if they wanted to see me, because I didn't have the money when I was working as a general English teacher to even afford to see people I loved. So for me, this is a huge win that I can afford to treat people I love and everybody to these special treats. Great. And I can see Rosie saying 1 hour minimum working on passive income course and 2 hours minimum on another new training I'm doing. Fantastic, Rose. Great. And the last step is this one. Assess your plan and adjust. Now, you've got your worthy goal. You think you've got your next milestone, project, and smart actions, but sometimes you may find out this is not a good next milestone. I think this is more important, or this project now I should just put aside and I should focus on this one. That's okay. That's okay to assess your plan and adjust. You don't have to be sticking to something which is not working. The kind of the hard thing is to distinguish when something is not working and when we need to be just a little bit more patient. So that's another thing, but it's okay to assess your plan and adjust. Great. This is my 7-step smart actions plan framework. Anybody found it helpful? Just say yes, no, not at all. Great. Yes, Henriette found it helpful. Donna, Sharon, Katia, Joanne, Larissa. Great. A lot of people found it helpful. I'm so happy. Nice, 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 nice. So now we are ready for our guest speaker, Maria Glazunova, who is going to speak about taking sustainable actions towards our goals. So now I first need to find Maria here, and then I will bring her to the screen with me so that she can actually speak about her experience. Just 1 second, please. Okay, Maria, you should be now with me on the screen. Let me just stop sharing actually. Yes, great. So can everybody see now me and Maria? Now I stop sharing. No, you can't? You cannot see us? Just me. Okay. Maria, can you maybe turn on your
Can
camera?
you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, but I cannot see you, Maria, actually. Now, me neither.
Yeah, it shows like unable to start video. You can
Okay,
start video,
one
yeah, maybe.
second. Yes, 1 second. Now how to do that?
Always something new, right? I mean, never stop
Mhm,
learning.
I'm just looking for it. James, maybe you can help.
All right, yeah, so there's a setting. Hey guys, hello, I'll be back.
Hey, James, nice to have you here.
Yeah, there's a setting. Hi Maria.
Maria
Um,
looks like James. Somebody commented.
Say
right.
it again.
And I'll open this start. Yeah, you can start your video now, Maria.
Yeah,
Great, great.
Allow attendees to
Thank
receive.
you. Nice to have you here, Maria.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, you look so radiant. Wow.
It's your exercise, you know. I was like, I really
You-
stepped into that green grass field, you know, like looking radiant and
Yeah.
everything.
Sorry, let me ask you a question, guys. Can you see both of them or just one of them at a time? One at a time. Both. Okay, all three of us. Okay, that's good. That's good. Awesome. Yeah, I'll just leave you guys. All right, I'll be back.
Thank
Bye.
you so much. Thank you so much, James. Yeah,
Thank you.
great. Oh, yeah. So yes, you do meditation actually every day. So I'm sure this contributes to your radiance. Um, Great, Maria. If you can just introduce yourself to the participants here, because a lot of people know you already, but maybe some of you who don't know you, who are you, and what you are doing?
Mm-hmm. I'll be short. I'll be quick.
Great.
Right. So, hello everyone. My name is Maria Glazunova. I'm from Ukraine. I'm a tech English communication coach, and at the moment, I work with tech professionals to skyrocket their careers with the help of communication skills. So, I think
Mhm.
that's
Oh, wow. That was Maria's LinkedIn headline pretty much with a bit of more added information. She's so concise, so how to call it, when you speak to the point. I just love that, Maria. Great. So yes, so Maria is a niche teacher entrepreneur and she has her own niche and she's doing really well in her business, but we are going to focus now on Maria's experience with goal setting and taking sustainable action towards goal achieving. So what is your experience with goal setting? How do you feel about it?
I think right now I feel much better about it. But before I think 21st day challenge, because that's when I met you guys and went through the challenge and got more perspectives and actually started to really set the goals, you know, and very, very specific ones. So I was really messy and I would say disorganized. So I liked, you know, that in a way that it was giving me freedom, you know. I thought in that way, you know, it
Mm.
was like giving me freedom. I can be like messy, I can do this, I can do that, and do it by intuition and everything. But honestly, when I learned how to do it in a more smart way, I actually saw that it gives me much, much more freedom, because before it was like so messy and, you know, my energy was going into different directions and I was not really focused enough. And of course, without some milestones, not really understanding, you know, when I'm getting where, and achieving some milestones, of course, and seeing like some clarity. And I was lacking clarity. So I would say that I feel really good right now about the goals for sure,
Mm.
with your
Yes,
help, of course.
no, Maria, and actually, I didn't say why actually I wanted to invite you here today to anyone. I really felt inspired by you. I don't know if I said that to you, but when we were meeting, in our sessions, Maria, and you said you have you take a holiday every second month, but you plan it ahead of time. And that was for me something like, goodness me, like this is really sustainable what she's doing. So at that time when we had those sessions, I didn't have this strategy, like I had a planned holiday, which means I was not as relaxed always, right? Because if you work, and then you just feel like, when will I have holiday? But you actually, even when you were quite, like you had quite a lot of things to do, right? It was not like you delegated everything to everyone and business was being run without you. But still you felt like, if I don't get this holiday, I won't be able to serve other people in a joyful and sustainable way. And I learned so much from you, Maria. So would you like to maybe expand a little bit more on your sustainable strategies? And I know you wrote a book as well about how to get burnout. So how do you approach these smart actions in a way that you are not burning out and you're
Mhm.
still focused?
Yeah, yeah, very like really great question. And thank you so much for such kind words because you are such an inspiration for me too, with all of
You
this
to
goal
me.
setting and everything. Yes. Thanks. Actually, in my book that I wrote for teachers about how to prevent emotional burnout, one of the things I wrote about it was about creating white space in our schedule and plan in advance our breaks, which made sense to me. And I also try right now. Maybe I'm not, yeah, of course, some of the breaks I'm planning, but sometimes I'm also taking some mini breaks, when I do the task and then I just like take mini break and I can
Mm.
do different things, I would say, during those mini breaks that would refresh me and rejuvenate. And at some point, when I was juggling so many tasks and yeah, at some point, and also with some personal things, I felt so overwhelmed
Mm.
that I was like, okay, that's too much. That's enough. And I was forced in a way by my body and by my emotions to take this week off. And during this week off, I realized, well, I actually made a mistake in a way that I was planning my breaks in advance, but I haven't really planned also my like bigger breaks, not like mini breaks during the day, but actually my vacation in a more, yeah, I would say smart way, even like every 2 months, because I just know that after every week I'm feeling like if I take like a full week, I would say, or even a few days, I feel so refreshed, so like energy, driven and everything. So I can do so much more. So it was really, really a good lesson for me, I would say.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah.
not just like smaller breaks throughout your day or week, but these bigger breaks when you actually take, did you say 1 week off usually, or sometimes even more?
So I started right now with 1 week off, even if I'm not still, I would say, even like financially in my business where I want to be, that like it's like completely easy peasy in a way, but I know that I will get there. And also in order to get there, I need to be refreshed. I need to have this energy. So I decided to risk it in a way. And that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm doing so far. Yeah. Hmm.
So what I want to ask people here, who could imagine here that you have holiday breaks every second month? Could you imagine that? So just put yes, I can. I could definitely imagine that. I don't have this habit just yet, Maria, so that's why I'm really inspired by you. And maybe this is something I would like to work on. So I do have a lot of breaks, but they are random breaks. And sometimes like I work for like 2 months really without kind of break, like longer break. And then I feel like, oh, I really need this one week. But maybe if you have a habit every other month or every month even to have I don't know 5 days or something, it may be more sustainable. Yes, yes. Too busy. I like that. So one thing actually what I want to say, Maria, here, what you are doing, at least that's how I'm identifying it. So some people are, and I was like that myself. Like, if I reach this stage of my business, I will take holidays because now I can't afford it. I'm too busy, or I don't have a team of people who would work for me, and things like that. But actually, what you are doing, Maria, you identified the self image of Maria with her worthy goal. How would she love to live her life? And Maria, with her worthy goal, would like to have regular, bigger breaks, relaxing breaks. So now, as you said, maybe you cannot take 1 month off just yet, right? But you already start with little. I think like 1 week is not that little, to be honest. It's very good. So you already start adopting that self-image of Maria that you want to become. And you actually already are that, right? So you're adopting it, embodying it every month or every other month.
Yeah, that's true. And actually somebody shared in the chat that even 3 days, okay,
Yes,
maybe not necessarily like 1 week, but at least like 3 days, 4 days. In Canada, they are like really big at long weekends, so it can be like 3, 4 days, like really frequently they're doing that. So I kind of learned it a little bit also from my sister. Yeah.
100%. So you see, like when we even start adopting the self-image of the person we want to become, it doesn't have to be like in the the full blast of it. So even let's say if you as part of your self-image would like to be wearing stylish clothes, okay,
Mhm.
you're not going to spend the last money and even borrow the money to buy Gucci, Chanel, or whatever brands you like, some independent brands maybe, but maybe you will buy one shirt or one piece of cloth in 3 months, but
Mhm.
when you wear it, you will feel like $1,000,000 in it, and you will feel like in the best energy. So that's about clothes. Or if you, for example, I don't know, would like to renovate your house, right, as part of your body goal, then you don't maybe, and you don't have money and space to do all the rooms. Maybe you just start with one, and you will spend as much time as possible in that room. So something that will shift your energy quick, and at the
Mhm.
same time already embodying that image. Um, are there any other things, Maria, that you have to help you be sustainable in towards your
Mhm.
goal achievement, apart from taking these shorter and longer breaks?
Mhm. I would also wanted to mention that during the break, when it was the new year and everything, I actually made one of my dreams come true. So it was more connected to the lifestyle because I'm already like doing yoga and everything. So supporting my health and clarity and vision and everything. But there was one thing that I have always dreamed of, and I never allowed myself in a way because or it was not sustainable to me or I didn't have time or yeah. So all the time I was like postponing that. And actually it's about dancing.
Yes, yes, I know. You
Yeah, I
should.
shared it with you. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And honestly, it has been like one of the best decisions ever because sometimes we wait really like when we are going to be successful and how we will feel and everything. But when I'm dancing, so right now, yes, in also our circumstances, like really crazy ones in Ukraine, and with all the like the business is not like where I'm at the moment right now. Yes, with financially once again I'm getting there, but still yeah, I decided to go. And honestly I feel so empowered when I'm doing that, and after that I feel so much energy and I can actually come and do more. I would say
Is
in
it with Maria that you're doing this, or how often do you do this dance?
2 times per week.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
now. Nice,
Yes, yes,
nice.
absolutely. And I also felt that I would say during this time when I've been doing all this
Yeah.
niche teaching business, I was more in the masculine energy, doing all this time tasks, being really disciplined, and doing like I don't know, communicating and with tech professionals. They're mostly, for example, men. I would say yes all the time. I was like, okay, confidence,
And
communication. Yes,
determination.
I
Yeah.
was like, woohoo.
Yeah.
But when I'm dancing, I also feel that I can connect also with my feminine energy and I can have that balance, I would say, in me and bring it actually to the business itself as well, and actually to any sphere. So it was, it was like one of the lifestyles that I wanted to
Yeah.
adopt.
Yeah.
And I already started that, even here, a little bit here, a little bit there, but that you already feel that you are there, you know, and
This
it's
is
empowering.
so good, Maria. And many people, actually, Joanne is saying we all should do more dance. I agree with Joanne. We should be like dancing. We have a work where we just dance online. And Ilse said as well, great point about the feminine energy. So it's something I want to add as well to what you were saying, Maria. I also feel I'm more inclined in this kind of masculine energy, young energy, where I'm just doing ambitious, very determined, I do things right. But sometimes I lack this kind of joyful expectation, like not doing any action, just enjoying and flowing and being creative and just inspired. And for you, it's dance. For me, it was, for example, in the French Riviera, I had a beautiful holistic massage, which was actually a massage of your body and soul. And it was exactly bringing this balance to your yin and yang energy, to your feminine and masculine energy. And I felt so empowered after that massage. So if you are in the French Riviera, I have good tips who can help you bring this balance. It was
That's
very
great.
helpful. So for Maria, it's dance. What is it for you guys? When do you feel like you have this balance and you feel, yeah, balanced, maybe joyful, at peace, relaxed, that this is all going to happen? I think dancing is great as well, Marianne is sharing. And I know for Ilse is, for example, traveling. Ilse is saying, I take 1 or sometimes 2 weeks every 3 months and travel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She mentioned that before as well. It works 4 or 5 times per year, doable. I visualize and it somehow happens. Now I have to do it with this business. Great, Ilse. Yes, so Ilse for Ilse is traveling. For Cindy, it's creating art. For Kenny, playing music. Katia, cooking, walking in nature. And wood carving as well, Katia, right? For you. You mentioned that yesterday, that this is what you were doing if you could all day long. Alison, dance, travel, art, horse ride. Great. Kanish, I think, learning something new from crafts, workshops like collage art workshops. Great. Joe trying new food places, visiting new places. Great. Sonia quilting, yes, and writing poetry. Nice. Walking and hiking for Nokwazi. Music for Joanne. Music for Elmarie as well. Learning calligraphy and new language for Rizwana. Music and cooking for Shamela. uh, Sharon nature photography, learning and creative for Peter. Wow, we all have these ways that help us stay sustainable in our goal achievement. It's very important to actually identify those because these are the ones we need if we want
Mhm.
to be really good at what we are doing. Because if we were just working,
Mhm.
and working, we miss this balance, right,
Yeah,
Maria? That's what you said.
yeah, yeah. And it's great that it's also in a group of ladies, for example, and we also,
Mhm.
I don't know, we chat and so on. So it's like this shared energy, and yeah, I think it's really beautiful that you have also something outside of work. That's what I also wanted. That's a
Yeah.
very good point. That yeah, you have like different.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have different places, area, space where you just feel different. Like because Maria is not just Maria entrepreneur, it's Maria dancer, Maria who loves nature, meditation. And one thing I really liked what you were doing when we asked you in the WhatsApp group to share
Mhm.
wins at the end of the week. Very often you were in a nice coffee place and you were taking selfie with a nice cake and coffee. I loved how Maria was like, I got 3 clients this week or whatever and I deserve, to have these treats. And she was just treating herself. And I was like, I felt like I want to be there with you, like the message was so full of good energy. And I felt like you truly are acknowledging progress you are making. So even though you are probably still not at your worthy goal and there is still a way to go, but you are celebrating every single progress and you are grateful and you don't take it for granted. So,
Absolutely. Oh, this is such a great point. And I also try this with my clients as well to show them that they actually to I don't know, like to teach them or something, to coach them that they notice because not always we notice like, oh, it's like nothing. And I think what we need to think here that it's a long journey, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So you just get to the point and yay, you're the winner and everything. It's like it's a long journey, it's a marathon. And during the marathon, it's easy to lose the motivation, to lose I don't know, this spark inside of you, this creativity and this joy. Um yeah, it's really easy, especially with like different like negative thoughts, for example, or maybe I don't know, you compare yourself to other people or some other teacher entrepreneurs or something. This is, by the way, that I notice even in dancing that, when you're like dancing, the moment you like start, comparing, oh, like yourself with somebody or something, it just steals that joy. And then you're just like aware of that. It's just like a habit of mind or something. It's not like you're a bad person or something. This is just what automatically happens. And then you're just aware of that, and you bring the focus because you are in control of your, I don't know, attitude, your focus, and you just bring it to, yeah, this is your way, right? This is your path. And yeah, you can feel empowered in this path with whatever small steps, because sometimes it can be, I can win 3 clients, and sometimes I can actually not win clients, but I understand and I learn that it's actually a good thing, because maybe it's not from my niche, right? Or maybe this is not, I would say, the person with whom I would love to be working with. And, right now I have space for the right client in a way. So this can be also some win, because you learned something during that session or whatever it is. So yeah, I would say this is something that I try. I sometimes forget. I sometimes, get into some, like negativity trap or something. But I always, try to, like notice that and like get out of that, with I don't know, with even like some help of yoga or something, so I can do something special to get into that energy again. Because also this energy, this flow, this, what you said, like your new you, it actually creates like new results. It attracts other type of clients, so this is something that is really worth working on, this mindset, this energy, right? You.
Mhm. So true, Maria. And basically, you said meditation or yoga. I guess for everybody else, it's something else, but it's so important to know how you can get yourself to that best energy. So,
Mm,
like, how you can deal with the situation in the most effective and joyful, maybe peaceful way, whatever that is. So you used perception when you described that situation, that maybe you didn't win these 3 clients, but you realized that you learned something else even more important, that you maybe even learn, I need to narrow down here, or maybe make my niche a little bit broader.
mhm,
Yep. So that's exactly. So you recognize not just your wins, but also things that are not working, and you take them as lessons that you learn from them. Like it's okay. Um, Yes,
mhm.
and people are saying here, Anne-Marie, actually, comparison is a joy killer. Focus on yourself. So true. Yes, Shamayela, it's good to celebrate every milestone. Kanish, enjoy small wins is a good strategy. Exactly. So, what is the small win you experience, guys, this week? What is a win you've already experienced towards your worthy goal, or in just general, a win? If you can just share that with us. And ask Maria any questions. Just make use of this space where you can ask her questions about any questions related to mindset, to this goal achieving, sustainable strategies towards goal achieving. Because then after Maria, I will invite again back my team, and we can ask questions then all of us. So being at this workshop, Cindy, great. Yeah, Larry says, well, the workshop, completing this course, Kenny, I just learned how to create actionable goals. Fantastic, Sonia. Joanne showed up for this mindset workshop. Great. I'm so happy this is one of your wins. Katya, I got a niche client for a free course for feedback. Fantastic, Katya. Good. Great. A lot of wins here. Any questions from Maria? Any questions from Maria? Because then after I invite our team, we will share this again. Day 3 show up bonuses, which is the presentation slides, and also the worksheet where all these steps are summarized. So you don't have to go through the whole 2-hour workshop again. You all it have in one place. And also there is a prize for today. So if you paid attention, I will again ask you, I don't think it's a difficult question, but it's a question. And who guesses it first will get again this prize. So that we will do after our team comes and joins us. Okay, Ilse, ask you a question, Maria. In which stage of your business are you now? What stage of your business are you now?
Mhm. So basically, I have been through like 7 months of creating the business. So I would say got maybe like 80% of like different stages. I mean, like branding and content creation and I don't know, all this like daily habit routine and so on. So right now, I would say I'm getting clients, like a few clients a month, I would say. So it really depends, I would say, yeah. And the next milestones is about, of course, like newsletters and like getting clients more
Yes.
like pipeline and a little bit more. But it will definitely require some maybe like digital courses or something. So like, like scaling, right? So right now I'm not at the moment at the stage of scaling. I'm more at the stage of putting all these pieces together and streamlining the processes, like connecting, networking, content creation. So all these things, just like
Yes.
putting all the pieces together, right? Yeah. So this is, I would say,
The
like
stage of
my,
your business. Yes. So
yeah.
approximately two clients consistently every month. And you've been in this business for 7 months, more or less. Yes.
Mm.
Great. And Cindy's asking, where can I find Maria's book? So Maria, you need to share your book now with everyone.
Sure, sure. I don't know if I can share like a link. I have it
Link.
on
Yeah, you can
Amazon.
share the link. Yeah, yeah, I think so. You should be able to share. Let me just see. Um, I,
Okay.
I think so. If not, just share it with me via WhatsApp and I can share it with people. Yeah, but you can share
I
it. Fantastic.
think so.
Yeah, yeah, great. How can we utilize Maria's ideas in low privileged countries? So Maria's ideas about sustainability, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm. Meaning like a little, no, once again,
Yes.
maybe about if it is about some rest. So it can be maybe like 3 days, like weekends, and for
Mhm,
example, one day
mhm.
Friday. So, once
Yes.
again, if that's possible. Um, and as for the lifestyle, so maybe it can be something really simple. I don't know, maybe reading the books or something, or just going for a walk, go like connect with nature. I mean, it can be something that really brings you joy and can be really, really simple if, for example, we talk about that.
Yes, exactly. So we do activities and things at the level that we are at right now. And to be honest, when I was living, I remember in one flat in Manchester, and I felt the most kind of the richest person when I was watching the sunset, which was absolutely for free. And I felt like, wow, like this is the best experience for me. Like that was literally my time of the day. Like some people have coffee in the morning. For me, it was sunset from that apartment. I was like, and it was free.
And actually, this brings me to the point that it's about presence that what makes us like
Mhm.
really happy, right? So why, for example, dancing for me, like I just like brought it up because when I go there, I'm able to disconnect from my work and to be fully in the present and well do something with my body,
And
right? So I would say maybe just find for yourself what can kind of get you into that state of presence when you're not connected and all the time like thinking about your work or something, but you're
Mhm.
just you're there like fully.
Yeah, definitely. And you're a very good example of that. Thank you so much, Maria. And I will let you know when I already have this habit of having at least 1 week every other month already planned ahead. I will share that with you because you really inspire me to do that really well. So thank you so much, Maria, for being here today. And
Mhm.
you inspired a lot of people. You definitely inspired me and a lot of people today. So
Mhm.
thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you so
Thank,
much. Thank
thank
you.
you. Have a beautiful evening, the rest of your evening. I will just actually remove you now, Maria. So thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much
Thank you so
again.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye,
I
bye,
just
bye.
leave, right? Yeah, I just
Yes,
leave and yeah.
yes, yes. Great. Now, and I'm going to invite here again my team members. So Robbie, Gemma, and James. Just give me 1 second. I will just bring you all on the screen. So Gemma, James, and Robbie. Yes, Gemma. Okay, great.
Yeah, Steffi, uh, are you inviting them now?
Sorry, I am already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, no,
or
no.
is it okay? Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Oh, let me just see here. Panelists can chat with everyone. Everyone, there's some setting here. Yeah.
Gemma
Hey,
is here.
Emma.
Nice.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
Yeah, great. It was so good listening to Maria. That was,
Yes, right? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It was love listening to her. We already had one interview before, like 6 months ago, and I just loved it. Yeah, so much inspiration. And so many people.
Yes, if you want to continue with the slides.
Yes, I can continue with the slides, of course.
Oh,
I
I
can.
can share the slides if you want. Let me
Can
share.
you? Yeah, maybe that would be even better if you can just share the slides.
Yeah.
So as I said to you, guys, at the very beginning, we are going to explore towards the end of this workshop, how can we work together beyond this workshop? Because we did set clear worthy goals. Now we know approximate actions you need to take, but now
Oh.
which are other ways what we can
Sorry.
do to support you? Sorry?
Yeah, please. I turned off your video. Yeah, please.
Okay, yeah, great.
Let me share my screen
Yeah,
here.
that's okay.
Let's
So
do
who
it.
here is still has a lot of energy? If you can just say, yes, I'm full of energy, especially after Maria's speech and Maria's mindset guidance and tips. Yes, people are still here full of energy. Absolutely, from Lisa. Great energy from Arabella. Yes, yes, yes.